So the Golden State Warriors are desperate. They are absolutely desperate right now. They don't know what to do, but they know the window is closing on their championship chances. Unlike some teams, like I'll say the Lakers, the window has closed. No question about it on the Lakers. They don't have a shot. Whereas for the Golden State Warriors, while the window hasn't closed, they know it's very close to closing. And they are desperate to win another ring. Before we get on to that, if you guys are new to the channel, we're doing Hoopsmiths. We're uploading an average of 10 videos every single day during the month of December. We also, lads, are trying to hit 10,000 subscribers this month, so if we can get to like 700 by the end of the day, that'll be insane. Right now, we're only 7 off. But let's take a look. We have got NBA and ESPN. Shams says the Warriors are on the trade market for a star, which is interesting.
The Warriors looking for when we sort of hear they may be in the market to make a move?
Malik, I'm told that the Warriors are on the real hunt for a star, a playmaker, a scorer alongside Stephen Curry. And you think back to the summer when they pursued Lowry Markkanen with the Utah Jazz. They made a pitch for Paul George as a free agent with the Clippers.
I'm just saying they're lucky they didn't get Paul George. They're lucky they didn't get playoff P.
And the debate with the Warriors and teams that look into that situation is, for them, are they going to find that externally outside of this roster currently, or will it be in-house with a player like Jonathan Kuminga? And last night you look at it, 33 points, the first time he plays 30 minutes in a game all season. He's shown.
It's funny that they're now bringing Draymond off the bench, which is very, very interesting.
With his output, that as his role elevates, so do his stats at different points. And that relationship between Jonathan Kuminga and Steve Kerr, something that Warriors officials have been monitoring over the last year or so, and how he fits in when Stephen Curry and Draymond Green are back in the lineup will be interesting to monitor. But the Warriors' future will be shaped over the next few weeks and the next couple months before the trade deadline. How can they get that next championship with Stephen Curry and Draymond Green?
Yeah.
I don't know if Draymond Green is going to be that key a part to another championship. I'm not going to lie. Not in the year of 2024. But, like, Vucevic for Melton plus Kuminga. I don't know what Vucevic does to help them. Like, they're not going to have to give up Kuminga to get Vucevic. Like, people don't realize Vucevic, I'm pretty sure the asking price for him. Was the asking price for him not, like, a couple of second rounders? No, it was not like 2 second rounders, his asking price. Yeah. DeAnthony Melton, Gary Payton, and 2 second rounders. That's probably it. I get it, DeAnthony Melton, just to make the salaries work. DeAnthony Melton is he is a injured, tore his ACL. But the Bulls, I don't know what the Bulls are trying to do, honestly. But this would be an interesting one. They don't have the assets. They have Kuminga, I guess. They have 3 firsts and Gary Payton the second for Walker Kessler. Would about work. Imagine having to give 3. Imagine spending 3 firsts on Walker Kessler. Imagine that. Hot take with PG ends up on the Warriors by deadline. Can they do that? Can they do that? Honestly, I'm not sure they can do that. I genuinely don't think, unless they literally just want to get off his contract. That's the only way it happens. If it's like, find some way to get him and they just want to get off his contract. That's the only reason I see that. 2 firsts and they can have Norman Powell. Imagine trying to trade Norman Powell. 2 firsts for Norman Powell. I mean, the value of him, fair enough. They should trade for Levine. Do they have the assets to trade for Zach Levine? But it is interesting though. They do not have the assets for Cam Johnson. They don't have those assets. This coming out less than 24 hours after Kuminga dropped 33. Yeah, they're trading Kuminga. All right, they want to trade Kuminga. They will never trade Kuminga. I mean that. Jonathan Kuminga has been in trade talks since his freaking rookie year. Wiggins and Kuminga go off and the block is hot again. They are not trading Jonathan Kuminga, or they're not, like, they've been trying to trade him for so long. It's not happening. It's not happening, and I mean that. There is it's absolutely not happening. But the question was already answered in the first half. You won't find a star in-house to help Steph right now. You have to bring someone in. I mean, they're not wrong with that, but they are desperate. Like, they're going to trade away. I don't even mind trading away their future because they have a shot. They have a genuine chance at, like, going and doing something as far as, like, the playoffs are concerned. The West is wide open. Like, if you just make it into the playoffs, you've got a shot in the West. Like, the Mavs didn't have home court advantage once when they got to the finals last year. It's completely wide open. There's no... As good as the Thunder have not yet shown that they are a championship playoff level team. They lost comfortably to the Dallas Mavericks last year. So, if you are Golden State, if you're the front office, your goal is probably, let's just get to the playoffs. Let's just get into the playoffs. Let's try get in as a 6 seed. Maybe if we can try scrape in as a 7 seed in the play-in. Let's not be in the 9-10 game. Let's be in the 7-8 game so we have 2 shots of making it, and then just hope for the best. Like, I would be confident that, let's say the season ends today, and wait, did the Rockets lose last night? Or are the Rockets still second in the West? Yeah, the Rockets are still second in the West. I would be confident if they got in at 7, they would be very confident of beating the Houston Rockets. I think they'd be confident in beating the Dallas Mavericks if they got in at 6. So, if the season ends today, I think they'd be confident enough against the Memphis Grizzlies. So I think their whole goal is just, we need to make the playoffs. And then we'll figure it out. Because Steph Curry is pacing himself. We've seen what Steph Curry can still do. Steph is 100% pacing himself. We've got Draymond Green, who's still a solid enough like glue guy. And then the likes of Wiggins. You've got Kerr, who's a good coach for any system. Or for the system that they run. Not any system. Dear Lord, not any system. But the system they run, he's a good coach. And it's going to be an interesting end to the year. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think there's any point in the Warriors going for it this year? I don't think the Warriors have nearly as, like, bright a future as people think. Like, I think it's going to be... They're going to have to rebuild soon. But they're not in the 0% chance of winning a ring territory. I give them like 1%. And we had the like Nick Wright pie. I would say the Boston is like 60% chance. And you know what? I might give Boston 80% chance of winning a championship. I might give Cleveland 6%, Dallas 10%, OKC 2%. Depending on how the season goes at OKC. Maybe 2%. If they're healthy, that'll raise. And then the Warriors might be like the only other team I give even a slight chance. Maybe Milwaukee. I think the Warriors are a bit like Milwaukee, where it's like, you can go for it this season, and if it doesn't work out this season, tear it down at the end of the year. You're not coming back next year and doing anything, but you might as well go for it all this season, because you have a puncher's chance of winning a ring. But anyway, that's the video. I'll see you guys.